How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Boss is back, and today we're gonna go ahead and do Sir Daniel's Fortis, something like that. From Medieval, the PS1 classic game that is getting remastered now. For those who don't know, on the PlayStation 4. I already had made them, and I had some people ask me, multiple people, not just one. I had a couple other people ask me to show them how he is made. And this time I'm gonna do a little bit different than the way I did Jetstream Sam. I'm actually gonna just start a new one and just kind of hopefully shorter, show you guys how to make them. So let's get right into it. So obviously you're gonna start with a character and you're gonna select Revenant because he's a skeleton. And it makes sense. Now we're not going for a one-in-one kind of like scale on him to make him look exactly like him. So for starters, when I went for weapons, I did a Nightmare and kind of went with whatever kind of looked like a knight's sword. And the one I felt fit the best was the Balmung. Balmung. This sword. I felt like this sword fit him the best. I'm sorry, terrible pronouncing things and always been, always will be. Did I do anything with here besides? Did I leave his voice? I think I left his voice on Alien. Yeah, we're gonna leave it to that, and for now, because we all know he doesn't have a jaw, so he can't really speak well. Okay, so didn't need anything like this. Didn't just went straight for the armor, which is probably none of these. And we went for this one. Reason for this chest piece is because this chest piece, out of all chest pieces, showed more of his midsection, his stomach area. Everything else kind of covered and went too low to like belt area, and I didn't really like it, so I went with this piece. It looked better. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remember here while I'm doing it too. We went steel greaves. Just these look kind of goofy and it just fit him a lot better. I also forgot one thing, but I'll tell you guys at the end of this. Don't believe I put any. Yeah, I don't think I put anything here at all. So I just stood like that. Nothing for his neck, because basically that is good enough. For his arms, we went with, I do believe, yeah, we went with the Truth Seeker Gauntlets. As far as I remember. Don't want to lie to you guys here, okay? Don't want to lie to you guys. And for the shoulders, we went with the Warlock's pauldrons. That's about right. Just because they're ripped up, but it fits very well, I believe. And I technically I just really think they work well with him. Now, no boots because he has that. This is basically going to be the outfit, essentially. It's really simplistic, really easy just to pop those things together. Now, where it gets tricky is right here. We're going to be working on his head. Now, what I did, I went with the apples, just because I felt they worked better when you try to turn them into the bone skin tone or color. They just fit better than using like the hard or any other shape that they have available. Now, I don't remember exact sizes, but I'm gonna try to show you guys the closest I did it. Obviously, we went down to where his jaw would be. Now, mind you, obviously we can't just take the bottom jaw out of this skeleton. It's not gonna work. Now, what I did is I kind of made it fit in there to cover up. Wrong one. Thickness. You're gonna want to cover up a decent amount. We're gonna use the verticality here to angle it a little better and probably push it back more. Because he looks goofy. He's meant to look goofy, and this is how he's gonna look. Let's see. I feel like it needs to be a little thicker, a little wider here. A little wider. Let's try a little bit more of the length here. Yeah, that looks about right. Now, weird but true. I for some reason left his chin sticking out. You can cover it up if you feel like you don't like it. I would say, let me see, move this forward and probably down more. It'll still look decent to cover it up, but I didn't want to show off that. I didn't want to have the apple stick out that much, so I try to push it in as far as possible so it doesn't look terrible. Now we got the apple in place. We still gotta do the eye, but we're gonna go for the teeth. For the teeth, I used this cogwheel. I thought it would be funny, and it actually worked pretty well, surprisingly. We're not gonna make it that wide. We're actually gonna get it. Everything is gonna be small except for the width, because you really don't want this to be sticking out too much. Thickness actually doesn't really matter as much. You can thin it out if you want, just to give them kind of like the teeth look. But leaving it thick wouldn't be too bad. We're gonna drop this down a little more because you don't want it to stick out too much. Bring it down. You're gonna want to rotate it vertically, kind of stick out this way. Push it forward. That's all right. So that does not look right, right? It does not. It's gonna be smaller. Huh? I think I gotta make the apple bigger. Let's see. Hold on. Where am I at here? Yeah, because I don't want the teeth. I don't mind the teeth sticking out on the sides. I don't want them sticking out too high up. So I gotta make the apple bigger. All right. So we definitely gotta make it way thicker than where I have it at. Let's see here. A little thicker. Now it may look stupid now, but it's gonna look good. Trust me. I actually think it looks kind of decent already. Just need to add some colors to it. Thickness is not going to help me here. That's not what I was looking for. Drop it down more. Okay, that actually helps. Okay, that actually helps a little bit. I didn't want it to get too far up there. And if I drop it once more, we're going to start seeing the wheel, and I don't want to see the wheel at all. Okay, rotate it vertically a little more. I'm starting to see that wheel at the very bottom. I don't like it at all. Let's thin it out here a little bit. Maybe that helps. Everything's gonna get colored together, so it's gonna look a little better. Now, trust me, this looks way better with pictures and stuff like that. Now, yet again, we're gonna use another apple for the eye. So, I know, bear with me. It sounds kind of funny, and you're like, really, boss? Another apple? You probably use the heart, to be honest. But I went with the apple just because it was round and it worked anyways. Now what really helps is it's going to be the we'll get to it to make it look like an actual eyeball. Drop the width here. I want to cover that up so you don't see it through there. And his eye right now is pretty much. Let's see if I can. Alright, let's not go too much. Let's drop it. Nope, nope. Alright, out of sight. Thickness. There we go. Now, I don't think this is how I did it last time, but I liked it now. So you just want to get the eye, get it in there. You know, you don't want to cover the entire. You want to make it look like it's just a giant eyeball. Now we're gonna get to coloring this up. Looks weird now. I'm telling you guys, it looks really weird. But before we go into the colors and patterns and stuff like that, I want to mention I did do some slight editing to the body. Let's see. I think I dropped down the arms here. These guys, I just made them bigger. Not too big. Made them just a little bigger. This dropped it to make the chest piece look smaller. And then legs, everything down here, everything just got shrunk. All the way to minimal. Waist, everything. Just really shrunk it down as far as possible because he has skinny legs, so you don't have to worry about making them too skinny. Alright, this guy's really easy, man. I feel like, wow, I'm just breezing through this. Skeleton color, you could leave it the same if you please. You just want to match the apple and everything else to... Now the eye, here we're going to work with the eye. What I did, I believe I chose... Yeah, I went with basic 13, which are these spots. And what you want to do, you want to make them really big to the point where it almost looks like it's just going to be one dot. So let's see. Now it looks weird, but if you play around with the angles, you'll get one right there. Bam. See that? Perfect spot. Maybe... Let's see if we can make it smaller. And there we go. Look, we made it smaller. Got one there. We can probably keep moving it, and we'll get one in a better, like maybe towards the middle. Here we go. Look at that. That's a little better. Now what you want to do though, black. Here, make that white. Boom. Now which purple? I think this is dark purple. No, it was not dark purple. It was the other one. Boom. There we go. Now you have his eye. Now he can see. All right. Now what are we? This is the cog. We're gonna make this white, but first we want to make the apple blend in very well with the skull. So definitely bring this down to 0 saturation. Yeah, just kind of go with the color of the skull. You're not gonna get a perfect one because the apple, a little bit of that red kind of bleeds through a little bit, but it doesn't look terrible, and it actually could work. And so yeah, I'm doing it really quick. You can spend time trying to get it perfect. I'm just trying to get through really quick. This is super easy, and I know you're thinking probably like, boss, but the cog, it just looks really weird. Now this is not the right color I'm messing with here. There we go. That's the one. You don't want to obviously you don't want it to white. Bring it down to 0 as well, and try to get it to just blend in as much. They are teeth, so a little brighter wouldn't hurt. So we're gonna hit that pattern there. Now, rest of the armor, you're gonna basically try to match his armor a tad bit. This is gonna be red. You can make a nice bright red. Hit it with that 9, and nice and bright red, so it can stand out pretty well. The actual metal parts of it, you're gonna want to just silver, not too bright because his armor's not super bright. White. It's that really nice silver metal. Just you can leave the back one the same. You can turn it brighter red, but they're both sides are gonna be red. It's just the insides. You can always keep it darker just to, give it a little more effect there, make it look nicer. The gloves, they're a little almost like a yellow leather. You can actually, honestly, you can do the pattern, go where the animal ones are, and hit it with the animal 6 to get a little leather look to it. And you know what? These aren't the gloves I used. These aren't the gloves, guys. I lied to you guys. These are not the gloves I used. Wow. You can use them though. They actually do work. They look nice too. I can't believe I did that to you guys. I tried not to lie to you guys, and I ended up picking the wrong ones. Let's see which ones. I think it was these. I'll know as soon as. Yep, it was these. It was these. These had a lot of different layers to color, but yeah. Well, let's go ahead and let's work our way back down. Armor piece. Let's go ahead and make that silver, not too bright, just shiny enough to look good. This, I don't know why. Sometimes I prefer making it a little darker, just so I can give it some nice detail. Let's see, that's looking good. These, you definitely want to get it to the same color, because these are way off. It's easy, very easy to get it to that color. Literally everything else can stay the same color. Everything else is just, it's perfectly fine. Now let's work on the gauntlets. Like I said, the leather pattern really helps to make it look like different gloves. And you're just gonna go with a nice little like kind of goldish brown, golden brown. Is that the right color with it? I assume, like kind of like a golden brown. So that color, that'll be the color you'll want. And you're just gonna want to do that with everything. Nice golden brown leathery look. Definitely works with this. I don't even know what I left the other one at. Let's see, I messed up. Oh, I messed up, yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. That's a little brighter, but not terrible. Messing up here. I know, guys. You guys are like, boss, what are you doing, man? You're giving us all the wrong things. No, but just do the leather. Mess around with the colors. Yeah, definitely recommend it. Just play around with it a little bit. Make it your own unique kind of way. See, that looks good. And the last one, you can just leave it the same. I think it looks fine. Now, I mean, that is basically it, right? I mean, let's go take him to a mock battle real quick. I didn't get to change the color of his sword. Right now, the sword is fine. What I basically did with the other one, I turned the hilt gold, blade. I mean, everything. Yeah, everything's essentially the right color. But yeah, then this is our homie, Sir Daniels. He's just a very angry version of him. And he honestly looks good. If you look at him here, like, it looks like Sir Daniels for to say. Like, he looks pretty good, and I love it. I just love the way he looks. And now also, honestly, I play with him online. It's very funny. I think it's funny, and it's funny to kick people's ass with him. He's very funny looking. Now this is basically, I mean, basically that's how he looks. You got the eye, you know, which looks funny. Let's see if we can get a good look at the eye again. Come on, show me that eye again. See, we'll see it from this angle. There it is. I love it. You got one eye, you know. You guys know how he lost that eye, right? Arrow to the eye. Don't let him know I mentioned that, because he doesn't like, you know, being reminded of that. Also about the jaw. Not a big fan about that either. But yeah, that is basically him. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump back to my other one, and we're gonna compare. I think I made the other one, his gloves brighter, and I don't know if I even made him leathery. Yeah, there's the same one. It is brighter and no leather actually. Yeah, and essentially it looks the same. Let's see. Okay, we left the cog a little bit thicker. You can still see the jaw sticking out there. Essentially, we still got the same look. The cogs do still stick up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that is basically the same thing. As you can tell, I left the midsection the same. The back of the pauldrons there's red on the outside. Inside of them, they're the same dark red, just to keep it looking good. But yeah, guys, that is my Sir Daniels. Let me know if you guys find out some maybe different looks for him. I want to see them. Tell me in the comment section down below, man, and just hit me up on Twitter at BossJ03L, and let me know. Send me some pictures, please. Tweet me some pictures. You can just check in the description down below. It'll be there, so you guys can hit me up on Twitter. I want to see your creation. You're Sir Daniels. So if you guys did make it, let me know on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching this little tutorial video. I hope it was quick and informative, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a good one, guys. But as always, you know what time it is. Peace.